Hello fellow YouTubers, I'm doing a quick video on the small survival kit that I carry around in my EDC bag. I've based this small kit on Dave Canterbury's 5 C's of Survivability, plus a few extras. This kit is primarily designed just to get me back to my vehicle, where I have a more comprehensive survival kit. It's just enough to cover me, say I have to, for some reason, spend the night on the street, or some other instance. It should be enough just to get me back to civilization. I do not go that far off the beaten path, and in the instance that I do go that far off the beaten path, I will have my car kit with me. So this is just enough to get me back to my car, or cover me for one night on the street, if that is the case. So here's the main components of the kit. Of course, I have my containers. This sea-line bag, with all the components emptied out of it, can function as a water holder. The bag itself is water resistant, if not watertight, and so I can definitely use this to collect water in. So container number one is a sea-line bag. Here's the components of the kit on the inside. I have what is primarily just a fire kit. This is a very, very comprehensive fire kit. I know my limitations. Let me go ahead and push these off to the side for just a moment. I know my limitations. I know that I am not a woodsman by any means. I do not get out and camp or get in my dirt time like I should. However, I know that I can start a fire. I'm actually pretty good at that. But I do live in Florida, and so trying to find dry tinder and get fires started in Florida with natural materials is very hard in most instances. Yes, it can be done if you're very practiced at it, you know what to look for, all those kind of things. Well, I don't want to have to deal with that. If it's been raining, which, hey, it's Florida, wait 30 minutes, it could be raining. I do not want to have to deal with wet tinder, all that kind of stuff. So I carry lots of means to affect fire. Fire is a big deal in survival. It's good for keeping you warm. It's good for disinfecting water. Fire is big. So I have tons and tons of combustion devices. Now, when I first cracked this kit open, the first thing I would do is I would pull this out of the kit. It's just floating in there loose. This comes out of the kit and goes into my pocket. This is my main means of fire starting. Here I have in this little small tube a micro inferno tinder. I have a Meritac titanium split pea lighter. It's a small Zippo lighter. It's got a O-ring seal, and the fuel does not leak. It lights, trust me. Great little lighter. So that's sure flame. I have a backup cutting tool. It's a razor blade and a handle. The razor blade is, of course, razor sharp. So in addition to the knives that I carry on my person every day, that do sometimes get dull because I don't always probably maintain the sharpness on them as much as I should. Or if I've been doing some heavy cutting of cardboard or whatever at the time, the blade is not going to be as razor sharp as it should be. So this is a good means to have a razor sharp blade. So I have a little razor. And of course I have a secondary combustion device right here, a ferrocerium rod. So it's just a little lighten my fire steel ferrocerium rod. So I have those tools that go right into my pocket. Now, in addition to those, like I said, this is kind of a very comprehensive fire kit. I do not want to have to go looking for tinder, so I have lots of tinder and stuff in this kit. In addition, this is my second container is a food-grade stainless steel container with a silicone lid. It's not, while not waterproof, it is, you know, pretty much watertight for the purposes of carrying stuff. And so I can use this container to hold water if I need to. Boil my water in to disinfect it. You know, and then I can carry extra water with me in the seal line bag. So inside this kit, I have, again, tons and tons of tinder. I have some Maya Dust Fatwood shavings. They're already pre-shavings, so that'll catch a spark really easy for fire starting. I also have some extra cotton balls, again, just to make sure that I have dry tinder. Very important to me. I have a little extra bag here with the Maya Dust, some cotton balls in there, and another 2 spare micro infernos. Then, you know, they weigh nothing. Might as well fill up the rest of the kit. These are tucked in all the crevices. Extra cotton balls. These are jumbo cotton balls. So, I also have wet fire. If I'm trying to start a fire in a rainstorm, wet fire. Good stuff. In addition to all that, in addition to the cordage I have right here for my, you know, shelter kit, I have this Spectra. I don't know if you can see that there. Spectra thread is 90-pound test thread. This is the stuff they sew up military clothing with. Very strong stuff. Lots of uses for that. I have in here a small signal mirror. Nothing major, just very small, but it should be enough to signal with. It's an old case, so it's not going to get all scratched up. Again, I want to ensure I have fire. I have a small little matchbox, waterproof matchbox. You've seen these all over the place. This has just got Striker Anywhere matches in it. And then I have a backup fire steel. Another C of my survivability here is a kindling device. I have this little small LED light. Got this from CountyCom. It has a little clip on it, so I can actually clip it to my clothing. I can use it and just clip it to my hat, the brim of my hat, and then I have a hands-free light. It's very bright for what it is. A little bright LED light, very bright, and so kindling. I have here a small fishing kit. I have a little wire leader, some fishing line, some hooks, little small hooks. I'm not trying to catch big, huge fish, and some lead weights. So there's water everywhere in Florida. I'm sure there's pretty much fish in every body of water. So I'm sure I can catch some fish, and this should be enough to get me at least a small something if I need to. Now, I do not expect this kit to have to cover for too long a period of time, so that should be enough to allow me to survive if I have to. It's just a backup. I have tinfoil. Tinfoil is very useful. I can make a little cup to drink from. Use it as another signaling device, I guess, if I have to, because it is shiny. It can also be used with the fishing kit. I can make a little deal to maybe attract the fish with it. Yeah, bunches of uses for tinfoil, and it's small, lightweight, packs flat. Why not? I have a little pencil. I have some safety pins, and then a couple more cutting implements, another razor blade, and then a little small hacksaw blade. It's not much, but hey, it might be the difference. Weighs nothing. Went in the kit. And then, last but not least, I have a small little button compass, water-filled, and it will clip to my wristband, and then I can use it to find basic directions. So, that's the tin. That's the meat of the kit. in addition to these, I'll back up real quick here. To the side. In addition to that, I have my shelter components. I have some 550 cord and a variety of little hanks of cordage. This is a longer bit, but I have a bunch of 550 cord. So cordage, in addition to the Spectre thread. I have a little space blanket. It could be made into a tarp, function like a little tarp, overhead shelter, ground cloth, whatever. And I have a little bivy bag. It's bright orange, can be used for signaling, and it's should be enough. Like I said, it doesn't get freezing cold here in Florida, so that should cover me. Of course, a little cotton bandana, tons of uses for that. And then I have a little first aid kit for $3. It was cheap. It's waterproof and a little waterproof bag. So I guess the Ziploc bag can be used. Once I crack it open, I can use the bag again as a container. It's a Ziploc, or, well, not Ziploc, a zip top, I guess you would say. It's actually fairly comprehensive for what it is. It's not just a BB kit. It's actually got a trauma gauze pad in there. It's got so gauze pads, conforming gauze pads, trauma pad, first aid tape. It's got a variety of little bandages. It's got some antiseptic wipes, sting relief, antibiotic ointments, sorry, hand sanitizer, extra strength aspirin, ibuprofen, some more safety pins, some vinyl gloves. It's got two sets of, two vinyl gloves in there, and then it's got a first aid guide. So it's enough to cover most minor injuries. So here we go. There's my kit. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope you watch the rest of my videos. Thanks.